Wubba lubba dub dub motherfuckers. What is going on, everyone? It is I, everyone's favorite jack of all trades, with the fire on mouth, Commodore Urban. Welcome back to another awesome fucking video, guys. I greatly do appreciate it. We're back here at the kitchen table, and we're going to be having ourselves another awesome book review, like I said. And before I dive into this motherfucker, I want to give a big shout out to all you guys, my viewers and my subscribers, for sticking around and watching this shit. It's the reason why I do it, for you guys. So yeah. And I want to give a big shout out to Kenneth over at Norwegian Modeling Bench, and also to Harry Houdini Models. Those two gentlemen actually built a model of this ship that I'm getting ready to talk about in this book. They built the 1 through 50 scale model of this particular ship. And after reading this book, guys, you know, I fucking want to build this model now. So Kenneth, if you're seeing, and Harry Houdini Models, I don't know your name, but your channel name, if you two gentlemen see this, this is for you guys, so thanks. And the book I'm going to review to you guys today is this one. It is titled In the Wake of the Graf Spee, and it's published by the WIT Press, and it's written by Enrique Dick. And it says here, In the Wake of the Graf Spee, this is an indispensable book for anyone wanting to know more about the before, during, and after the Battle of the River Plate, the naval tactics that were employed, the games of diplomacy, the honor of the captains and crews, and the groundbreaking technology involved. This book takes a balanced view of pre-war and post-war events that shaped those years, and of Argentina's willingness to take the crew of the Graf Spee in and offer them refuge, which provided to be beneficial to both communities. For those with an interest in social history, the book tells the fascinating story of the changes that the arrival of 200 young German sailors in the foothills of the Sierras de Cordoba meant for what in 1940 had been a small village, Villa General Belgrano, where their traditions still endure. The technical details of the Graf Spee are set out in an appendix at the back of the book, where readers with an interest in such things will be able to find a comprehensive description of her own fascinating story and details of her armaments and capabilities in both words and numbers. The illustrations have been carefully selected in an attempt to reflect what that era was really like and the context in which she was built. Contents include the Kriegsmarine, life on board, the outbreak of war, battle stations, Buenos Aires to Cape Phasia, illustrious name, illustrious ship in both the early and final years. And also, Enrique Dick also wrote a book titled A Suitcase from the Titanic, which I fucking want to read that one as well. Basically, in the wake of the Graf Spee, right here, and by the way, this is the gentleman right here, that's Enrique Dick. I'm hoping I'm saying his name right, because I think that's Enrique. I'm not fucking sure. See, this is actually originally was in Spanish, but it was translated from Spanish. Anyway, the chapters include your prologue, Chapter 1, Escape to Buenos Aires, Chapter 2, The Early Years, Chapter 3, In the Kriegsmarine, Chapter 4, Illustrious Name, Illustrious Ship, Chapter 5, Life on Board, Chapter 6, All in a Day's Sailing, Chapter 7, War Breaks Out, Chapter 8, Battle Stations, Chapter 9, From Buenos Aires to Capella Veja, Chapter 10, Interment, the Worst of Times, the Best of Times, Chapter 11, Prisoner of War, Chapter 12, Return to Germany, Chapter 13, Return to Argentina, and Chapter 14, The Final Years, with an epilogue, technical appendix and miscellaneous data, and bibliography. Basically, what Mr. Dick has done is wrote a very nice, detailed history, not on just the Deutschland-class pocket battleship or Panzerschiff Admiral Graf Spee. he actually wrote a really amazing story about his father, because his book is actually also about his father, Heinrich Dick. If I can find a picture of his dad. And that's basically talking about it's his dad's story too, which is just wonderful. And he even said in his prologue that when he was undertaking writing this book, it was because of his dad. He wanted to tell the story of his dad and how his dad got to Argentina and actually stayed and lived in Argentina. Because his dad was a member of the crew of the Graf Spee. He was a gunner. He was actually part of the gunnery crew in the turret Anton, which is really cool. There's a picture of his dad right there in the earth brown combat uniform. If it will zoom in. That's a picture of his dad right there. And, you know, it's very, enthralling. And it also tells the story of the Admiral Graf Spee herself, and also how the ship was named and who she was named after. This is who she was named after. Vice Admiral Maximilian von Spee. He was defeated at the Battle of Coronel, which was November the 1st of 1914, and he went down with his ship. Crazy thing was, during that same battle, 2 of his sons were also killed in that same battle too, which is kind of sad if you think about it. That's who the ship was named after, though. Maximilian von Spee. But it also tells the sad story of Captain Hans Leinsdorf. You know, because if you guys remember, you know, the Battle of the River Plate, then you guys probably know what happens to, see, this is the whole thing that happened during the Battle of the River Plate and how it played out against the Graf Spee versus the Achilles, the Ajax, and the Exeter, which were 3 British cruisers. She comes into the port of Montevideo, pretty much pocked with holes and torn the fuck up. Well, they couldn't stay there for long because of regulations of the war and stuff, so Captain Langsdorff makes a very sad but noble decision to save basically all of his crew. He takes the ship out to the River Plate, where he scuttles the ship and blows her up. As you can see, she doesn't sink all the way, but she basically is destroyed in a massive fucking ball of fire and flames. And not too long after that, poor Captain Langsdorff commits suicide. Yeah. I think that's just terrible. I know they were, you know, Kriegsmarine, they were Nazis, and, you know, but the thing is, the one branch of the military, the German military, that was not affected by Nazism was actually the Navy. They kind of done their own thing, which, here's actually a real good picture of the author's father right there. That's his dad right there. Heinrich Dick. Yeah, Heinrich Dick. And his son's name was Enrique. So, basically it tells about their internment in the land and also their years later of living on the land. So, and it's just, like I said, it's an amazing book, very, very detailed. If I can go final years, say, epilogue, here we go. It tells about the final, and there's the grave. There's the grave of Hans Langsdorff, with other names of crew members that died during the Battle of the River Plate. And there's the wreck of the Graf Spee as she is today. Most of her, she's mostly still there, but a lot of her, over the years, she's basically fell apart and completely. And of course, the back of the book, lots of information regarding the ship herself. If I can find that shit. Yeah, see? A lot of amazing stuff, see? Lots of detailed information regarding the ship and her armament and her guns and all this stuff she carried aboard. Lots and lots of info. And of course, some other sources if you want to look into more on the subject. So yeah. What do I think about this book? In the Wake of the Graf Spee by Enrique Dick. It's actually an amazing book. I mean, I knew a little bit about the Graf Spee, but this book really opened my eyes to not just to the ship itself and the battle, but also to life, what life was like for a lot of Germans before they entered the war, and a lot of the crew members after they were stuck and they lived in Argentina, including the author's father. And this book is absolutely a treasure trove of, political history, social history, technical history, and maritime history. It's all rolled up into one. And it's a fabulous fucking book. And so I give it 2 thumbs up, guys, and 5 stars. And if you ever do see this, Mr. Enrique Dick, if you ever do see this, your beautiful book, not just on the Panzerschiff Graf Spee, but your father, it's a beautiful tribute. And your father would have been very proud of this. Your father would be very proud of you, sir. So, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Mr. Enrique Dick's book, In the Wake of the Graf Spee. If you have any questions or comments about anything, leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back with you. If you're new to the channel, love the shit I fucking do, hit that fucking subscribe button, hit that damn notification bell. Never miss a video from yours truly ever again. And until next time, this is Commodore Urban saying that smooth seas and clear skies. Happy sailing with you. God bless you all. Take care. Stay safe. Be yourselves. Jesus and God love y'all very much. And I'll catch you on a warm trade wind where hell anyone knows. And let's go Brandon. Fuck Joe Biden. And Trump 2024, baby. Yeah.